How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. And as always, I appreciate everybody that takes their time out of their busy schedules to watch my videos. You gotta love it when a judge rules against the ATF. For at least 30 years now, some gun manufacturers will find a way to circumvent ATF rules. One that comes to mind is binary triggers. And also a lot of times, the ATF will say a certain accessory or firearm is legal. And then in a drop of a hat, they change your mind and they say it's illegal. You can take a look at bump stocks and the back and forth with pistol braces. And the latest case of something like that happening was Franklin Arms revocation. They made a short-barreled 300 blackout firearm. But the thing is, the barrel is not rifled. So it has a short barrel and it comes with a stock, but it's not a short-barreled rifle. Franklin Arms sent it to the ATF for them to take a look at it. And the ATF actually approved it. But then not too long after that, they revoked that approval, saying all of a sudden it's now an SBR. So Franklin Arms decided to fight back against the ATF and filed a lawsuit. And guess what? They won. The case was brought before the U.S. District Court for the District of North Dakota. And this week, the court granted a summary judgment in favor of Franklin Armory. And the court ordered the ATF to create procedures for transferring certain firearms as the regard and antithesis under the Gun Control Act within 6 months. The judge in the case, Daniel M. Traynor, who was appointed by Donald Trump in 2020, and the judge said that the ATF overreached when it labeled the innovative new firearms as being NFA items. Congress gave the ATF the ability to enforce the law, not to change it. Franklin Armory created a weapon that doesn't fit into the round holes made by Congress. But that does not give ATF authority to change the shape or size of the hole to make reformation fit. The separation of powers is omitted on all hands to be essential to the preservation of liberty. Administrative agencies need to remember they are in the executive branch and leave legislating to Congress. The judge really did give it to the ATF, didn't he? So of course Stephen Dettelbach resigned before Donald Trump took office and was going to fire him anyway. And then Donald Trump signed his executive order that asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to evaluate the positions taken by the United States in any and all ongoing and potential litigation that affects or could affect the ability of Americans to exercise their Second Amendment rights. It remains unsure if the government will seek to appeal the case. And we also have to remember, ATF makes rules, not laws. Congress makes laws. And the NFA and the definition was voted by Congress. I think most of you will agree that what Franklin Arms did with this firearm is really fantastic. To have a 300 blackout with a short barrel that has a stock, but it doesn't have rifling in it, thus not making it an SBR. Now, of course, it's not going to have the punch as a 300 blackout that does have rifling in it. And of course, it's not going to have the distance as well. But of course, it would get the job done if need be, if you know what I mean. So people can purchase one and not deal with all the crap that you have to do if you were purchasing an actual SBR. All the paperwork, the fingerprints, the passport pictures, and waiting however long it takes to get the approval. So it's definitely a huge win for Franklin Armory. And hopefully sometime very soon, Donald Trump will pick a director of the ATF, and which I think it should be Dan O'Kelly. And if you haven't watched the video about Dan O'Kelly that I posted yesterday, I'll leave a link to it at the end of the video. But once someone is in place, hopefully we won't have to deal with all this crap. And hopefully the gun industry won't have to deal with it either. Let me know your thoughts about today's video in the comment section. And as always, I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. After every video that I post, you guys are always crushing it by liking, sharing, and subscribing and hitting those post notifications. And I really do appreciate it. And I invite all of you to come back and watch my next video.